We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the Houston Astros and the New York Mets. Mets baseball starts right now. Marcus Stroman gets the ball for the Mets in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA, and it's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they continue to fall on hard times, losing again last time out, and that makes 7 losses in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Ro, talk about a team that's scuffling right now. I had a chance to talk to the manager before the game. He's not happy. The players aren't happy.
Yeah, and just a malaise has kind of come over this clubhouse. We had a chance, like you said, to walk through it a little bit. The boys are not jumping around. This is a big game today.
Two and 1. Stroman, also known as Stro Show at times. He's currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Not the warmest night you'll see around here, and even 50 degrees at game time. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The next 3-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
And that'll bring up Alex Bregman as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Head-to-head history with Marcus Stroman. He's just 1 for 13. 1 out, nobody on. Counts even 1-1 to Alex Bregman. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roy. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch.
Ball. Next count, 2-2.
Skied into straightaway right. Right fielder is on the run. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
That is third. The second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Digging in, Jose Altuve, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And the pitch. Fouled away. The 0-1 pitch. Popped up. Smith is there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Just Justin Verlander, a Virginia-born right-hander, gets the ball to start this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, I'm really excited to watch this guy in this one. He's strung together a solid season up to this point. ERA in the low 2s, and that's not an easy thing to do in this day and age of high-scoring games and home runs and teams filled with guys that can hit throughout the lineup. This is a really good pitcher.
First pitch on its way from Verlander. Ahmed Rosario is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. And fellas, these Astros entering play here tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, they started yesterday off on the right foot. If they can put together 2 games in a row, a lot of positive vibes start happening. You never know. This could be a jump start to big things.
2-0 now. Line, but speared on a hop. And that's out number 1.
That is second. The third baseman, number 6.
Digging in now, Jeff Mcneil. First at bat for him here, and he enters play 7th in the National League in round trippers.
Guy having another solid campaign, Hero, coming off a month with double-digit dingers.
Yeah, I was going to say solid. I'll raise you a little bit. That's in fuego right there. Double-digit bombs in 1 month. Watch out for this guy. He's on fire.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Two and 0.
As a veteran out on the mound, that's a pitch that you expect to get a call on. Got to believe he keeps pounding that spot until he builds a rapport with the umpire.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch.
Ball 3.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
Comes with a slider, 3-0, but gets it over for strike 1.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Batting third.
Coming to the plate now, Michael Conforto. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Verlander gets the sign. Here's the delivery. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0. A ball and a strike. Conforto behind, a ball and 2 strikes. Lays off 2-2 now.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Down in order go the Mets. We are still scoreless. Striding in, Yordan Alvarez. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
You know, on a cold night like this, I think you're going to see him continue to elevate pitches and let these guys just fly out to the warning track.
Here it comes on 1-1. 1-2.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some four-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. There to make the catch is Mcneil, and there's one away.
Number 10, Correia.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball one. Gurriel is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leverage. Without question, 1-0, 2-0, you'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself. He knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from.
Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0. And now a pitch on the way. A bouncer up the middle. And that's just past the grasp of Cano into center, a base hit.
You know, Dero, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you could get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even...
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Gurriel, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. And that misses, 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Working for the punch out and the offering, and it's fouled away. The 1-2.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Here now the 2-2.
Full count, 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed, strike 3.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Here's Carlos Correia now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 5 homers, 18 driven in. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Down and away, ball 1.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
One ball and 2 strikes to count. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. No score here as we play inning number 2. Now he chops at a sinker here as this one's top foul off to the right. Smoke toward third. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. 1 left for Houston. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Now at the plate, Wilson Ramos. He'll be the one to greet Justin Verlander to start the inning. First pitch on its way from Verlander. Lifted down the line in left. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Turned on down the line. But this will get foul for strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good pitch right there with the bases empty. Why not take a shot? Throw that breaking ball in the dirt and see if he'll chase after it.
The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he can put up similar numbers in this one.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. And he misses again to Cano. It's 2-0 now. Three and 0 now. J.D. Davis is on deck. Bottom of the second here with no score. And he'll just float a change in here now for a strike.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
The 3-1. And Cano's able to lay off that time. He'll reach on the base on balls.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, J.D.
So striding forward now, J.D. Davis. And he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And there's a fastball from Verlander to jump ahead 0-1.
Hey, this offense better be prepared to pull a trigger. This starter is known to be aggressive and come right after you.
Ready with the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Verlander pauses. Here it comes. A big roundhouse curveball in there for strike 1.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
The 0-1 on its way. Smith stands in at an even 6 feet. Throws left-handed, swings the bat the same way. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And he misses there. 1-2. 2 out with the man at first. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. The 1-2 fouled off. The 1-2 lofted in the air out toward right center. In there, a base hit.
Batting in, the center fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo, in the dirt here, and the runners will stay put here on ball 1. Hit in the air down the left field line. Left fielder is on the move. And he makes the catch in the corner. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. And we are tied 0-0. All set for the start of the inning. And next to hit is the catcher, Garrett Stubbs.
Garrett Stubbs.
First pitch of the at-bat. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Rosario's got it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. So striding in, Justin Verlander. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. And there's ball 1.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
The 1-1 home.
Nope, that's inside.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. But sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
The 2-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
2 strikes.
popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Up next for the Astros, the right fielder, Michael Brantley.
Here's Michael Brantley. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Line drive to left. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock. 2-out hit. That'll bring Alex Bregman to the plate as well.
Take a look at this again in slow motion. He tracks this thing all the way, gets his hands quickly through the zone, and just rips it down the left field line, just how they draw it up.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Nope.
And a good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball. 1-0. On the ground for Cano at second. Scooped up. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Astros leave one. Home half of the third coming up. No score.
Welcome back as the Mets prepare for their third turn batting in this one. And fans of the Metropolitans have been treated to quite a bit of production from this lineup so far this year. Coming into the day, they are up near the top of the league in home run production, so it's certainly safe to say they're a fun bunch to watch swing the bats. When asked about their success with the long ball, one player told me, "Yeah, home runs are fun and they can change a whole game. So when we get a pitch we can do damage on, you better believe we're looking to launch." Matt, back to you.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Bottom of the inning now, and set to stand in as the veteran pitcher, Marcus Stroman. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. And he misses with it. 1-1. Here's the pitch. Outside, 2-1. Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle center cut. Tough pitch to take.
And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
The batter, number 1, shortstop.
So stepping in, Ahmed Rosario. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch on its way. And he pours this one in at the letters. 0-1.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
No offer on that one, and Verlander's run at full now, 3-2.
Not what you want to do on the mound, go from 0-2 to 3-2, but credit the man in the box for being patient, even with 2 strikes.
Payoff pitch home. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Well, in a scoreless game, you want to do anything you can to jumpstart your offense. With the speed of this guy on first, don't be surprised if he gets the green light here.
So here's Jeff McNeil, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now. Runners on first with 1 down. And this one's in the dirt, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Has a look, now the pitch. Now a fastball. Oh, strike 3 called on a pitch that looked inside. Instead, it's out number 2.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Now Verlander will turn and go to first. And a dive, but he's back. From the belt, kicks and deals. Michael Conforto is in for the second time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
Runner goes for second. A pitch out. The throw. And they'll nail him at second on a brilliant call to pitch out, and the inning is over. Another look at the throwdown that results in a 3rd out on the bases. 3 innings in the books. Still no score on the show. All set for the start of the 4th, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Jose Altuve.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Smoked on the ground up the middle, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
In now, Yordan Alvarez, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the stretch. Hit hard on the ground to second. Cano fields it cleanly. There's one. On to first, a double play.
That's a great example there of why the sinker is such an effective pitch. The hitter's eyes see it higher in the zone than it ends up, and that makes it real tough to square up.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and digging in to bat next, the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. A ball and a strike, the count to the Astros first baseman. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Pitch on the way. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
And a sinker dips too low there, into the dirt in fact. No runs, 3 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Cano has it. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing there for Houston. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And standing in the outfielder, Michael Conforto. Here comes the first pitch. This is pulled into right. Brentley is there, and he has it for the out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here, 0-1. 1-1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And he fouls this one off. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. So with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And whoa, look at that for a top speed. 98 miles an hour. That man is flat dealing. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and set to stand in the fine second baseman Robinson Cano. Cano waits on the first pitch.
Here we go.
Popped him up. Correia calls for it, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1, 2, 3 through 4. Still tied, 0-0. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I discussed the Astros offense with Houston's manager. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, George Springer. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And he struck him out. 2nd time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. Opportunity now to look at some of the future plans for this Mets organization as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing very well in recent action. Next to swing the bat will be Carlos Correia, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. Lifted in the air out to right. Conforto is there. 2 down.
Now batting, catcher, Garrett Stubbs.
Ready for another chance. Garrett Stubbs. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
It's never advantageous to fall behind 2-0 as a pitcher, but if you're going to do it, it's far better to do it with a guy down in the bottom of the order. Time for a challenge fastball right here, though.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
That walk is going to feel a little extra frustrating for this pitcher. Not only do you never really want to walk the number 8 hitter, but it's also going to let the pitcher hit this inning instead of forcing him to lead off the next one.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line softly toward the hole. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday night baseball after this. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Despite the fact that they've yet to push a run across, the game is still tied, and the pitch count for their opposition is really getting up there. They think that making him work as hard as he has is going to pay off later in the game, and that they just need to stick to the process.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Leading up for the Mets.
Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and into bat next will be J.D. Davis. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Springer is under this one. 1 gone.
The first baseman, number 2, Dominic Smith.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up the left-handed bat of Dominic Smith. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1.
Boy, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo, up and in.
A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. Love to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
The 1-1.
The count is 1-2.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. There is Altuve. Throw on to first, and Verlander's got it going here. 2 away.
The center fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
So here's Brandon Nimmo. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Here's the pitch. On a less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Swing and a liner. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Yeah, Matt, he's locked in and pretty dominant since the first. So as long as he can get back in that groove with the next batter, he's not going to worry too much about it.
Into the box, Marcus Stroman, as Verlander jumps ahead of him here with strike one. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back in standing. Verlander pauses. Here he comes, 0-1. Fouled away. Here it comes on 0-2. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Mets strand one. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. And here's the left-handed hitting Michael Brantley. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Michael Brantley.
First pitch of the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2.
Ball, that's out.
Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times, you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
Stepping into the box, Alex Bregman, leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. From the stretch. Hit out towards second. And that is through into center field, a base hit.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Altuve.
So up to the plate next will be Jose Altuve, and it's fouled away. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Oh, and 1, here it comes. Hit down the line at first. And that's a fair ball as it's through into right field. As he arrives at second without a play, as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Now the New York manager's up off the bench on his way to the mound. And a change is forthcoming as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Brad Brock is going to have his work cut out for him here. 2 runners in scoring position, so he'll try to leave them right where they are. Stepping in now, Yordan Alvarez, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 0-1 pitch.
0-1.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
Runners at second and third here, nobody out. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. Looks like a left-hander has begun to get loose out in that Mets bullpen. The 1-2. Took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate. The 2-2. Freezes him on the inside, strike 3.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
So here's Yuli Gurriel as he'll take a look at ball 1. The 1-0 home.
That's Bolton.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
Slapped hard the opposite way, and that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit, and that'll score the run from third as they go up 2-0 now.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive. George Springer the next to hit. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And that'll bring home run number 3. It's now a 3-0 cushion. He's in at second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
As a look, now the pitch. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
That's outside. Ball, that's outside.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
On the ground for Cano, this could be two. The second for one. Relay throw, but it'll be too late as he's well safe at first.
They couldn't turn the inning-ending double play. They just get the force out at second, and the runner scores from third.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Justin Verlander, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. As a look, now the pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Astros 4 and the Mets nothing. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
First pitch on its way from Verlander. Down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Now here it comes. A bouncer to the left side. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. 1 away now for the Mets in the 6th, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a half-hearted swing there as he tried to go the other way, and it's strike 1.
Hey, I can't have one of my best left-handed power bats fishing for balls off the plate.
And it's 1-1.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
They have him plate perfectly as it's hit on the ground. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
Hey, not an easy thing to do right there, deGrom, with that stacked infield on the right side. To hit it through where the shift is, have to hit that in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, he found a good result right there, Dan. Pitcher actually executed right there. Got him to hit it where he wanted to. Put good barrel, good contact on that ball, and was able to find the hole.
Standing in, Michael Conforto. A strikeout and a lineout for him so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
One and two as the changeup had him out in front there. And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game.
Well, this lineup obviously doesn't get to see this guy very often because he's over in the other league, and it's really showing. He's pitching really well right now, and I'm sure these hitters are plenty happy they don't have to face him multiple times this year.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. No hits to this point. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Two and 2 to the Mets catcher. This is skied into short left center. Left fielder is on the move. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Mets leave 1. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Walker Lockett is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 61, Walker Lockett.
Standing in, Michael Brantley. So far, 2 for 3 in this one.
The right fielder, Michael Brantley.
First pitch on its way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. The 0-1 pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the way to the corner. That's tough to do for most guys.
The 1-2. Misses. Ball 2.
2-2.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Fouled off. And he fouls this one off. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Line drive to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
The third baseman, number 2, Alex Bregman.
So coming to the plate, Alex Bregman. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit to short. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. Here's the first pitch to him.
Nope, that's inside.
2 out, nobody on. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
The 1-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
1-2.
He's having a great day at the dish. His timing is spot on. His pitching staff's going to have to find a different way of attacking him.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3. They lead it 4-0. Last half of the 7th here, and that'll bring up Robinson Cano.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
You got to cover the whole plate now after letting him steal 2 strikes on the inside half.
A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussion at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
J.D. Davis the next at bat. He squares it up and hits a bolt to left center, but this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the second out.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
At the plate, Dominic Smith. He's 1 for 2 in this one. First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. One and 2 to Dominic Smith.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum, locating his fastball to both sides of the plate, good command of the off-speed pitches, very little traffic on the bases. So far, he couldn't have drawn up to be any better than he has been so far in this one.
And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets. They trail here 4-0. So here's the cleanup hitter, Yordan Alvarez, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
You're your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Got to find a way to grind.
Fouled away. Bouncer to the left side. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. One away. Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. Zeros in the run and earned run columns. Stepping up to the plate, Yuli Gurriel. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
0-1's the count.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This pitch is popped up. Smith has room in foul territory, and no one will track it down. And strike 3 called on the outside corner. He's earned the right to live out there with the fastballs, as that's out number 2.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
First pitch of the at-bat.
That's the ball.
Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
What we're seeing here is a guy getting pitched to very carefully. It doesn't matter that there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's a threat to score even when he's standing in the batter's box.
To 2-2 now.
I can feel the breeze up here from that one.
And a full count to George Springer. It's 3-2. Carlos Correia would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Hit hard on the ground towards second. There's Cano. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Astros on top, 4-0. Digging in and looking for more, Brandon Nimmo. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Now some action out in the Houston bullpen, as it appears both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a ball sliced foul into the seats down the left field line.
And when a guy starts leaving the curveball up, that's a sign he's beginning to tire a little bit out there. He's got to be able to get on top of that pitch, or he's going to start getting hurt.
Again, he sends it out of play. The next 0-2. In the air, down the line in left. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game.
I think we're starting to see the frustration mount from this offense. It's been a pretty dominant performance on the mound, and these hitters have had no answer for anything he's throwing up there. That will wear on you if it lasts throughout most of the game like it has here.
Pete Alonso will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Toronto.
Great curveball there. Really fooled him with that one. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. That's in there. And he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Man, this dude is locked in on the mound. He's throwing each pitch with confidence.
And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball one. Grounded back up the middle. And there are two away now.
The batter, number one, shortstop, Correia.
Ready for another shot now. Ahmed Rosario, fourth trip to the plate now, and he's hitless to this point.
Yeah, he and his teammates have really been shut down by some very good pitching in this one. Been fun for a guy like me to watch.
Let's go, Nat.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Nope.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
The 1-0.
Damn. Count 3-0.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Now the 3-0 offering.
You maybe get two pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
Verlander's ready. 3-1 on its way. And this one misses inside a ball. He walked him, and they've got themselves a two-out base runner.
Man, you hate to give up a two-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Jeff Mcneil will be the next to take a turn. And after that quick walk, is it fair to wonder if this starter is beginning to show signs of getting tired?
Yeah, that could be the case, Matty. Sometimes you just lose your focus, lose your command, but it'll be real important for him to get it back as this next hitter walks up to the plate.
First pitch on its way from Verlander. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
The right fielder, number 30.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with two runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Now here comes the Houston manager out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen. That'll end the evening for Justin Verlander. So he'll leave after a strong 7 2/3 here as he'll hope the bullpen can get the final 4 outs to secure his victory.
Your attention, please.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. Now at the plate, Michael Conforto. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
First offering on its way. A 1 pitch on its way. This is swung on and hit to Altuve at second. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. 2 left for the Mets. They're down 4-0. Edwin Diaz comes on to work now, and he's their usual closer, but this is obviously not a save opportunity.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close a game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
Correia.
He's set and the pitch. Carlos Correia is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
That's a tough pitch for a batter. If you're not expecting it, you'll end up with half a bat after you swing.
Here comes the 0-1.
Look out, 1-1.
Diaz is known in part as a reliever with a clutch factor, perhaps. An escape artist is another way to put it. Regardless, he seems to be at his best when pressed up into difficult situations, which is kind of what you want out of a bullpen arm.
No doubt about it, Matty V. And I call a guy like this troubleshooters, guys that you can bring into a game with runners in scoring position. They don't panic. They keep the game at a slow pace. And more importantly, they make good pitches to good hitters to get out of tough situations.
Count even at 2-2. Now the pitch. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. Garrett Stubbs waits on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
At the plate now, Garrett Stubbs, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Now the 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
His heater's got some late ride through the zone. A lot of late swings right now. You're only going to get to that pitch if you get the front foot down early.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Josh Reddick will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 22, Josh Reddick.
No balls and 1 strike. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
Come on, are you kidding me?
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that misses. 2-1.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
And this ball is popped up, drifting back behind the mound. Oh, and he misses it.
Now batting, the right fielder, Michael Brantley.
Standing in now, Michael Brantley, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Here's the 0-1 pitch. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside. 2 out with the man at first. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. 1 left for Houston, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Brian Abreu, a 6'1" right-hander, will be the one to get the call from the bullpen here.
Number 66, Brian Abreu.
Digging in once again, Wilson Ramos. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. He's set. Here it comes.
Nope, that's the ball.
Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. Two balls and no strikes to Ramos. This one's down to third. And this ball gets right past him. Boy, looked like he was in position, but they'll have a leadoff base runner.
Yeah, I'm not sure. This ball might have caught him in between hops. He looked unsure which way to turn his glove, and the next thing you know, it's by him.
So Robinson Cano will grab a bat next. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Cano waits on the first pitch. Line to the right side. But this is speared by the first baseman.
Now back, left fielder, J.D. Davis.
Into the box now, J.D. Davis. Here's the first pitch to him. Heading out towards shallow right. Brantley is under it, and that's the second out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 2, Dominic Smith.
Next up for New York, Dominic Smith. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. Now, barring any late turnaround, this win would belong to Justin Verlander. The 0-1 delivery. A swing and a ground ball to third. throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
Yeah, it might only be a 2-game set, but listen, it's still a sweep. Hey, man, winners make the rules around here, and they earned it.
4-0 the score tonight. The Houston Astros rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Justin Verlander earns his 8th victory of the season, striking out 12 in the process. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Fans, our final line score tonight,